Hey you guys, this is Elia coming to you from the test server again, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences in VIP bonuses we're going to be seeing. There are some changes. I think it's better that they're laid out on the blog, but I thought I would talk about them in a video just because I think this is a platform that some people pay more attention to, and then some people prefer the blog, but of course it's best to sort of cross-reference them to get all the info. So check out wartune.doligames.com for all the written info, but I'm just going to show some of the changes. I think at this point it's really impractical to be a level camper in the traditional sense, or in really any sense, but that's beside the point. So here I collected up the experience from using shadow crystals, and already, so I got 10 million total experience from that, and 7.56 or 7.57 million experience of that was from a VIP bonus. So right now I'm VIP 9, and so there are some different benefits to having VIP 9. So here we're going to see some of the stuff. Some things are going to be familiar, no honor loss and dimension stuff, but things like victory and failure chests obtained from tank trials, I believe that's different. So you're going to have a multiplier, and I think, well, unless that's been there, but that looks very unfamiliar to me. And required time for learning Sylph skills decreases by 240 minutes. Maybe this is the free Sylph skills, so maybe that goes down. 300 experience bonus in dungeons, and this experience bonus is the big thing. So people were asking me, oh, you know, are we not going to get as much experience in the new version or in the new patch, because now the event dungeons like Tower of Kings and Dragon Invasion and Bloody Inferno are now going to be only one tempt a week. For one thing, I was looking at them, and it does look like that the experience increases for each of those. Definitely, at least for Tower of Kings, it looked like more base XP per level. I don't know if it was times 7, but it did look like more. And I'll try and put pictures up on the blog. I did take pictures of all the experience from that. And but the big thing is the fact that I have VIP. It had so much bonus. It was crazy how much XP I was getting. You know, hundreds of millions of XP once I put an XP scroll on and did TOK on top of this VIP bonus. It's a complete insanity. So it's going to be much easier for players to just zoom through the levels before knighthood, and then once they hit knighthood, it's going to be much easier to gather up skill points, because, you know, for me, I'm probably going to make it to maximum XP for knighthood before the patch comes, but it's taken me quite a while to get there. Whereas I think once for players who are trying to trudge through those levels after this patch, it's going to be much easier. And what else? Anything big? I think the stuff that's in white are kind of smaller rewards that aren't as big of a deal. Or maybe the ones in blue. Oh, I see. The ones in blue are the ones that change from level to level. So I think the rest of the stuff are things that you can check out on the blog. It's probably more helpful. I'll sort of skim through them. Exclusive convert discount, 65% off. That's what we've seen before. So I think the really big difference in VIP related things is just how much it affects everything. So I'm just gonna go through things like Forgotten Catacombs, and again, so this was from collecting shadow crystals, and just to be clear, there's no world prosperity or anything up here, so we don't have any bonuses. We don't even have like a class wars or Titan War bonus or anything like that. So so if I just show doing a blitz like this, so now it's going to be so much more XP. I'm just going to zoom through it. But see this, every single one of these levels before, so I don't think the XP per the base XP is going to be any different, but the bonus XP to each one of these levels is crazy. So it goes up, so a huge portion. So on top of the 158,000 XP from this level, 118k or almost 119k of that is just from VIP bonus. So that's huge. And we can do this too. I don't have XP on this, or else I wouldn't use a key. Or I mean, I could really use XP on this server. So I just leveled up. And so here, yeah, I just did Necropolis, and each one of these giving a few million. And for Purgatory Maze, it's going to be even better. Not that anybody does Purgatory Maze with keys. Well, actually, Purgatory is very similar to Necropolis and XP. Maybe a little bit better overall. And things like campaigns as well. So the campaigns, now you can do all as heroes, hero levels. So there's no real point in doing a normal level if you can. But here, look at this. I don't even have an XP scroll on, and I just got 13 million XP from one blitz. If I do something like put an XP scroll on, I should have just used this fancy one. Okay. And do these hero ones. So just show one of them for now. And so here I got 46 million XP just from one level. That's with a fancy scroll. So if you have the fancy scrolls and you're thinking about using them with blitzes or whatever, for sure wait until the patch. Those things are really expensive. You might as well use them when they're more beneficial. So yeah, so that's a crazy amount of XP, and that's what the VIP bonuses are doing. Obviously, this is not relevant to people who don't have VIP, but for sure for anybody who has like the 1 hour VIP cards and things, those are things that you should be pushing over to the next patch and conserving, because you're gonna get so much more benefit after the patch than you are right now. As far as the VIP, the weekly gift packs have changed as well. I forgot to mention that one. So I can't see the earlier ones, but here every VIP player gets 90 Imperial Seals per week. So on top of having Spirit Covenant, this would make doing circuits very, very easy. But this is a huge number of Imperial Seals, so you know, I'm not super interested in doing circuit quests in the first place, but you know, for people who are willing to do that, or people who, you know, want that to be easier, it's going to be much, much, much easier. And then the rest of these rewards look whatever. I mean, they're a little bit better, but they're comparable. And so yeah, I mean, I don't see this change as like, oh yeah, they've really gotten in touch with what the players want from VIP bonuses, but it's not as, you know, it's at least updated. So I think that's about all I wanted to show for VIP. You know, for sure check out the blog and stay up to date. Sometimes we are adding on little pictures and more info from the test servers about the new patch. You know, stay up to date, stay on top of everything so you're prepared and you can take advantage of things. And they're a little, especially for low cash players, but even for cashers, you'll get even more benefit out of being smart about what you do because you have more things. So yeah, so be smart, you guys. Stay up to date. I'll put all the links in the description and in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a very good day.